Yeah, bro. You sound wonderful, bro. All right.
I just want to make sure, man.
Bro, you good? You good? You good? I'm finna introduce.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me make sure we live real quick.
we are.
You said we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live. All right. What's going on, world? You got another episode of Miseducated Opinion. You got your boy TJ here.
Hey, this your boy Trey, man. Hey, rise up with them Falcons. You know how we get down. Gotta start somewhere, baby. Black head coach. Power to the people.
It's on you, minister.
But okay. Um,
And there goes your audio fucking up again. But hey, we finna roll with this one. We'll get it as we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Agreed.
okay. Now, this is our second time trying to go live or whatever. We've been trying for a minute. We've been having technical difficulties or whatever.
Take two.
Take 10. But I wanted to speak on Jeezy's fiance. I think her name is Jeannie Mai or Jeannie Mae or whatever. She was on her TV show. I think it's called The View, The Real one or one of them shows where all the females sit around and talk or whatever. So during this show, she was speaking on her relationship with Jeezy, and she was saying like in her business life, she's the boss and she runs everything or whatever. Like she's in control, she's the head. She said when she get married, when she come home to her husband, she wants to submit. That's part one. So with that being said, do y'all see anything wrong with that right there? She's saying when she come home, she want to submit to her husband.
Nah, I mean, well, first off, one part people mix up a big time in a relationship is everybody want to have something to say about what they got going on. As long as it worked for them, I don't see how nobody else can too much say anything. To be honest.
What about you, Minister?
I mean, I mean, she put it out there. I don't know
Okay.
why she put it out there, but
But I mean, because she's on the show, and like I said, I don't know what led up to her speaking on her relationship, but that ain't the issue to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if that works for them, that's cool. My problem is like when she made this statement, uh, I don't like Lonnie Love. Like nothing comes out of her mouth is logical, worth listening to, but she was the first one that had an issue with it, and I think it was the word submit that bothered her. Then you had I think it was Garcia Boovis, or however you say her name, from the Jamie Foxx show. She had an issue with it. So I saw this on YouTube because like it was one guy had a podcast, he was speaking on it. So I actually like that led me to another show, and it was Lisa Ray, um, Vivica Fox, um, two other females. I can't remember the other two females' names or whatever. Selena Johnson was one. Selena Johnson was one of them. So on that, they had an issue with it or whatever. I think Selena Johnson, she made it make sense to him or whatever. Everybody had an issue with. Like Lisa Ray said, no, what first Vivica Fox said that's like the hardest thing for her. Like is to submit to a man. And then Lisa Ray was like, she had the word honor and obey. The word I think she said she had the word obey taken out of her wedding vows or whatever. So it seems to me, in my personal opinion, black women had an issue with the work that was submit. And then you have an Asian female who is culturally, from our perspective, culturally, they are raised to be submissive. And I do think we need to elaborate on what submission is or whatever, because I don't look at it the way I think these females are looking at submit. Because I think, in my personal opinion, in a marriage or a relationship, you're both submitting in some form or fashion or whatever. But I think they took it as being docile, lesser than or whatever. So now that y'all know y'all got the whole setup, what are y'all opinion on these black women having an issue with submission?
well, I think you summed it up actually perfectly because I was going to say like along the lines of the same thing. I mean, I just think they're trying to run with the narrative of they're trying to push the black feminist, the black woman is God, the black woman, we don't need the man. They try to help push that narrative along the lines. And if you look at the women as has who say they don't have a man, they can't keep a man, they're not in a relationship. I mean, some of them are not with black men. They went to the other side, you know. And I always thought, whenever I see a white male and a black female, I always feel like the black female low key be more so. I would say, I guess she'd be more dominant. You know what I mean? It just seems without from my perspective. You know, so she's in a relationship where she don't necessarily have to submit. You know, so I just think basically it's just running with this narrative of this whole gender war that's supposedly going on. And like it's like where are we getting this information? Like the type of people we getting this information from. You should look at their lives and see like, hey, how can you talk about relationship when you're not in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Or your relationship, you haven't had a healthy relationship.
Um,
Yeah.
what are y'all definition of submission first of all? So we need to sum up the definition first. So what is your definition of submission? Trey, you go first.
All right. So I would say my personal definition of submission. I mean, so I think everybody got a mind of their own, but in every relationship, there's gonna come a time where me as the husband saying, "Hey, let's go right," and my wife is gonna say, "Hey, no, let's go left." So to me, that submission is gonna be, "Hey, you're the man of this relationship. You're the leader. Let's go your way." Right. So that's my example. That's my definition of being submissive.
Wait. I got a message in or whatever. Uh, from the title alone, this female said submission isn't negative as long as you're submitting to the right person, as long as that male you're submitting to is actually a leader and a provider.
Right.
Most dudes aren't deserving of damn submission. And then
Right. I agree with her.
talk
Whoever that lady is, whoever that is, I don't know who that is,
about
but whoever she is, she's a smart, wise woman. Because I mean, you'll get
that
these
thought. I know.
dumb women like, "Oh no, I ain't gonna do woo woo woo," and but you single or your relationships ain't working for some reason. You just can't figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So whoever that is, she's a smart woman. I believe that she is capable of having a productive relationship, in my opinion. I don't know who it is, but yeah,
Yes,
that's my opinion.
I know her. It's this female I used to date or whatever. And I will say, like, when it comes to the submission part, whether she knowingly does it, she's submissive in the form of which people would think. Like, I mean, like she plays that role well. You know what I'm saying? But like she right though. Like you have to be
Yes, you have
you
to be worthy of
exactly
that
exactly.
respect.
You have to be doing your part. And I can
Right.
say like that can be a divide. Like you want most men want women to submit and bow down
For
and get
sure.
and cook for me, but you ain't doing what.
Well, I ain't gonna say bow down,
No, no,
but
no, no,
I
no.
would say
I'm saying,
allow me to be the leader. That's
no,
all.
no, no, no. I'm just saying like the way some men think, like submit me, bow down, get in the kitchen, cook for me, clean the house. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the babies and all that type of stuff there. But like, are you doing quote unquote what society say your role is? If she doing
Right.
all this, she shouldn't have to work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like she should be provided for very well. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I think that is a a area where man saying this, but you're not doing your part. Like to me, I feel like I say my personal opinion. I feel like it's a give and take on what you submit on or whatever. Because I ain't never had no female where I can just walk over her like you know what I'm saying, like a dog or whatever. It's just certain areas where
Yeah.
I had to submit to. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that the connotation of submission, especially nowadays when you have these independent women, I can do it for myself type women or whatever. It's like submit to you for what, bro? You ain't doing no. You actually you I'm doing worse with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that plays a role with a role in it or whatever. And I'm not mad at no females, but I just say like it seems like when from culturally wise or whatever, the word submit, just the word alone with black women is a problem.
Yes,
It is
bro.
a
Hey,
problem.
and I told you this before we got on, but when I said that word to my wife, yeah, we're gonna be talking about submit, and she kind of
Yeah,
submit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, but honestly, you know my wife, she is a submissive woman,
Very.
but the word
The
is
word. I think that you hit it on the head. I think the word alone is a
yeah,
problem. I think the word alone is a problem. It's not
that's it.
it's not actually the act. I think it's the word. You know what I'm saying? I think the word.
Exactly.
Go ahead, minister. You
One,
keep going.
I was, I think there's definitely there are two words that I definitely know black women are scared of hearing. It like makes them. accountability, and submission. That's it.
Ooh, accountability.
They start having like they start having seizures and shit. I'm
What,
like, damn, hey, this is
what,
girl.
what do you mean by accountability? I think on both parts, accountability, like that's a shocker for everybody. Accountability, that nobody wants accountability. Like because once again, when we said
Nah, but
accountability,
I,
let me finish.
well, I ain't trying to go over to another path,
No, no,
but
no, no, no,
I
no,
just feel
no,
like
no. But we still here. But I'm saying with accountability, if you want this woman to be accountable for certain things, are you accountable for playing your part as the man? And I think one of the main things is like this is really where the Bible plays a role into it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of
Big
dudes,
facts.
that's the one thing got the Bible they'll pull into their relationship or whatever. God said you're supposed to do it this way, and God said you're supposed to be doing it. But then if you read what God said the man supposed to be doing, are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
these is two
my thing
different
is this.
lanes. Go ahead.
My thing is this: where did this all of a sudden come from? Like, where is this all of a sudden submission, women not submitting shit coming from? Because I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like this is all of a sudden you hearing now. Well, I know why, but it just doesn't. I mean, as growing up, that's not nothing you was hearing. You know, in a household. You know, but it's like now you older. It's like, oh my, it's like I hear this so much of a woman
Maybe
submit.
because we were young and weren't dating, you know what I'm saying, why we didn't hear. Ain't no telling what our parents was talking about, you
But
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
think it was the issue of black women submitting because when our parents they kind of understood the gender roles. I mean, they understood their roles. The mother was did
Right.
this and did this, and the
But
father did this. This.
but you
It's
gotta
not
think
this new generation where it's like,
because times have evolved.
Bro,
We
it's about money
that's
too,
times
what
man.
have
I'm saying.
evolved. Yeah,
So
I
if
agree, but it's
times
about
have
money.
where times have evolved in the dynamic of the whole male female relationship, should I think it should change. I don't need no woman to submit to me, but I do want her to respect me as a man. That's cool with me. You know what I'm saying?
But that even
So
goes into the money thing though. How can she respect you if you broke, bro?
Yes.
I'm
Bro, hey, look, look.
guys, but see,
Hey,
listen
that
Clef,
that's not. I don't think.
listen to me, bro.
Hold on.
A broke man would not be
If she
respecting his
with you,
relationship
then why she with
at
you?
all.
Then why she with you if you broke?
because
Why she
love
with
and
you?
respect is two different things. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
it.
tell you, a broke man in a relationship
So,
is not respected, bro. Is not respected. She might
so
love you, but that don't mean she respect you. That means because she could have lost respect for you. That's just like in a relationship. You cheat on a female, she
how you
lost
gonna love
respect,
somebody
but
you
she
lost
might
respect
y'all
for?
might still be together, but she lost respect for you. You have to build that respect back up. So if you're in a
Right.
That's
relationship, you got to get
not.
your money right.
That's self destruction to me. Because why would you
It's
be in a
not
relationship
self
with somebody
destruct.
you don't even respect?
It's not self destruction because that don't mean you can't gain your respect back. Like if you up here, let's say you get with a female or whatever, and you start off okay, y'all. Let's say you know what I'm saying you doing okay, and then you fall down, but you stay down, and you stay down. And all you doing is complain about how the society beating you down, the system can beat you down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't doing that to try. Like I'll say this: you're not doing anything to try to improve yourself, but complaining. But if she see you trying, if she see the effort, that's different. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But if you just sit up here oh man, I can't win this. No, I'm saying I'm just broke, man. Everybody beat me down. But you'll be playing video games. God dang on, you working at
You
McDonald's.
ain't trying.
You ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? That's different. So that's why I really do feel a broke man would not be respecting a
But
relationship, bro. I don't know what
I agree.
you looking for, but
but the
it's
thing
not
here
gonna
is
happen.
that's crazy to me if she stays in a relationship with a dude that she doesn't respect and not trying. I mean, of course, you would lose respect for him in that instance, but I feel like if he's trying, you should your respect for him shouldn't really change.
But what if he not trying?
So,
If he not trying, should her respect change?
but whose fault is that?
That's not what I'm asking you, brother. I'm
That
saying
ain't the question.
That's
that's
the
not the
man's fault.
that's not the question though, bro. Should she still respect him if he not trying?
I don't know. I guess on her, yes, I would. I'm not gonna say I would. It depends on how we.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm gonna say I
let me
want
let me let me let me
respect
let
you.
me
I don't know. If you're not trying, I
let me
mean,
flip it for you real
yeah, I
quick.
guess you could say yeah. I guess you could say yeah.
Let me flip it for you real quick. You dealing with a female. Now every man loves to be catered to, cook for, you know what I'm saying, the house clean. So let's say you dealing with a
That's
woman.
what you can cook.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Let's say you dealing with a no, I ain't gonna say because she can cook. It's just the effort though. I
It
mean,
is the effort.
it's
That
the effort.
is, yeah.
It's the effort.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
work on
for but
tactics. You can work on skills later. But let's say you're dealing with a female. She doesn't work. She doesn't work. You bringing out quote unquote the vacant home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You take care of all the bills. You making sure if she want to get her nails done, her hair done, all that's good. So financially, it's not an issue. But you coming home, the house dirty. You coming home, you know what I'm saying? You got to cook your own food. You coming home, the kids, you know what I'm saying, ain't bathed or cleaned or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And you got to come here and feel, would you lose respect for her as a housewife?
Yes,
That's a role reversal right there.
that's easy. Yes,
You goddamn right.
because if that's the case, I can do that shit by myself.
Like the
And that's what
word
they
I
that's
would
and
use.
that's what they're saying. They can do it by themselves. So I
I
I agree. Yeah, I feel you on that.
I don't know. Maybe that's not the word I would use.
you believe love is just love and that's all it is, right?
Just loving
Love,
birds and chirps and
just both. As
No,
long as we got each other, we good. Society
you know.
society forces you to think this way.
hey, I got an important
I
question.
would look at her like, yo, okay, like, yo, you
No, no,
like
no,
you
no,
not
no, no.
doing
I'm
like
saying
why you
you in
not. I would
you
have more
no
like lazy.
know what I'm saying. You're in a
It more
position
so
where
not
no
respectful.
no. I'm saying you're in a position where she doesn't have to work. Like money is not a problem coming from your money is not an issue in
Oh,
your
hold on.
relationship.
No, we
Money
would
is
already have this established.
no. I'm saying, but money is not an issue. Like you're the provider, but you're coming home and she's not taking care of the household. You got to come home. You just worked or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to come home and take care of the home. That's the same way they look at like if I'm working and you out here fucked up, bro. Some got to give.
I would,
That's where the
And
respect.
I gotta do this. Yeah, I do this myself.
No,
I would just say she
why
lazy.
she should submit to you if you're not handling your roles as a man? That's like the female that just hit me up or whatever. She was saying it depends on the man. That's what they talking about, bro.
Hey, Caleb, let me ask you
Yeah,
something. And I don't know this. I ain't trying to put you on the
I
spot. I ain't trying to put you on the spot now like that. But what is your relationship status?
mine.
Yeah.
Of course, I was single. What is gonna go?
I mean, no, no, no. It ain't going nowhere. I mean, because I'm just curious of why you think the way that you think. But knowing now that I know that you're single, have a better understanding of
No, it ain't
like
even
where you're coming from.
it ain't even that. Like, what's the longest? Like, have you ever been in a long relationship?
There you go. That's a good
Yeah,
question too.
it
No,
ain't about. See
no.
that might be why you're not understanding or whatever. You know,
What we talking about? Yeah.
like if you've ever been in a long relationship or if you're in a relationship and the love is there, that's why all this other stuff come in. There. So I think your concept of love and submission and respect is it's a fallacy or whatever. You know what I'm
Bro, hey, I've been with my lady
But once
since
you
I was
develop
like
that though, as a
16.
person dealing with somebody,
saying? Now these are things that you
like
get.
I'm saying, if you
These
deal
are
with this
things
chick
that
and
you
you
get
don't know
through
that, hey,
experience.
this chick could be a lazy chick, I don't.
Listen. Well, and break that down to you then, because like I said, you was in a situation. When I broke down a situation where you when you were the female and you fell down. So I mean, people get comfortable. Like even like when you first start dating somebody, the signs are there. Everything you want to know is there, but you're caught up in the idea of being with this person, and then once you with this person, now and all the bullshit start happening. Are you willing
Yeah.
to accept the shit that come with it? What can you deal with and what can't you deal with? That's why I
That's
said
all a relationship is, bro. Straight up.
that don't mean she respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty well. I don't know what your family situation is, but in my family, there's people in my family I love, I don't fuck with, and I don't respect. You know what I'm saying? It just and it's even deeper
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I guess
And I'm not
maybe
talking
my
about my
situation,
immediate
like,
family. I'm talking about like my overall family. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
make sure I clarify that. I'm not talking
well,
about my.
my thing is though, if I don't respect you, then I don't fuck with you. So I play both for
But
the
see,
side.
that sounds good. But I'm talking about in a relationship, you can lose respect for a person, but you still love that
I mean,
person.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And like, because the females, it all depends. She said it's not a negative to black females. She said it's not a negative. Now that part I kind of disagree with because I think the word submission is a negative. The idea of somebody knowing that you're submitting is a negative. You know what I'm saying? Or saying the word submit. I think
Yeah, I
the
get that.
action is not a negative because the female said that her action shows that she's not obsolete or indifferent from wanting to be submissive with her. Her action shows that. You know what I'm saying? Now I know some females is like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's some
Yeah.
dudes that's cool with that because I mean that it works
But
for
my
them.
thing, do you feel like this is a hot topic in any other culture or any other race or any other? You feel like this was a topic that they talked about?
Uh,
Because I feel like sometimes with black issues, certain topics get pushed out there to create a certain narrative on purpose.
I'm
Like
not.
I don't understand why does it seem like issues around not submitting? I mean, it does like it seems like it's focusing the black community.
The reason,
Like
well,
you know what I
I'll say
mean? I don't hear white women.
the reason I brought it
Go
up,
ahead.
because I heard black women speaking on it or whatever. I don't
You know
listen.
what I'm saying?
I don't, and like I said, I just happened to see a dude. I never saw a show or nothing like that. And I don't like Lonnie Love. Like everything about her just like irked me or whatever. So when he brought it up and he mentioned Lonnie Love, that made me tune into it or whatever. Like I don't like her. You married to a white dude and she talking about we equal and all that. No, you're not equal. There's no such thing as equality in a relationship. It's either somebody's here and somebody's here and
No
somebody's
such
there.
thing as
Like
equality.
you should be pulling up the other person's uh uh lower parts or whatever. It's like the yin and the yang, you know what I'm saying? Whatever my
Yeah.
weakness be your strength. And whatever your strength is, whatever your weakness is, should be my strength. And that's how you make yourself equally yoked. But you're not equal. You should be able to counter that person's flaw and vice versa. Just this is how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I think you're right. I think you're right on that for
I
sure.
don't think we're not equal. You're a woman, I'm a man. That's just plain and simple. We're not equal. We see things different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you never really dealt with a female like that. Like, if you ever been in a relationship with a female and you talking to them, it's like sometimes you be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because
Right.
you can't understand.
No.
But she talking to another female, and that female understand her completely, and then you be talking.
Yes.
You like, I don't know what the fuck she talking about either, man. It's like what they say, woman from Mars, a man from Venus, or whatever it is, or whatever. Like just the concept and the ideas of what love and a relationship supposed to be about is just two totally different things. And like uh you gotta look at it as boys. We're taught most boys, most black boys. Most black boys are told at a young age, man, get out here and get them females. Get out here and get the females. Even when they little boys, the females say, "Oh yeah, he gonna get all the girls or whatever." So when you start hearing this, you start trying to play this out or whatever. But the female, you never hear a man tell a little girl, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get all the dudes or whatever," or a female telling a little girl, "You're gonna get all the dudes." You
Right. That's true.
so
That
okay
shit
then.
right there.
So when you start living out what you're told, words are powerful. So when you start living out what you're told, it's like you know what I'm saying. But see, at the same time, I think females are better equipped to deal with a man cheating because they're always told a man gonna cheat or a man gonna cheat or a man gonna cheat on you. So when
That's
it
true.
happens, it's more likely that female will take you back than if a woman cheat on a man because with a man it's like,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I fuck
Yeah.
hoes,
Yeah.
but this one over here,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
that ain't supposed to happen. So it's like
Yep.
it's a mental
Yep.
thing or whatever. So it all
Yep.
that goes into the whole thing. Like when we look at the word submission, I think if you hear a black man say submission, we don't look at it as a negative at all. But a black woman be like, wait a minute, submit.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
submit. You're not my guy. You're not my king. You're not, you know what I'm saying? But I think, but when you heard that Asian female, she actually said the word submit. And I'm pretty sure in some of these females' lives, I don't know, but like, I'm pretty sure in some of them female lives, the female speaking, if you look at their actions in their relationship, they probably are submissive. But it's just the word submit. Even though
Right.
biblical father, like that's her biggest problem, whether it's submit to a man.
I think any woman with real money, like millions of dollars, will have a problem submitting.
I ain't gonna say millions of dollars, but they're self sustained. Like you come into a relationship, it's not gonna be a drastic change to their life or whatever. Because you might like we got average females out here that's doing boss shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what is you working at Target gonna bring to that relationship?
Not much.
It's companionship, and that's what Shonda
Yeah.
was saying. In my opinion, she was like, man, I'm pushing, I'm in control of so many things. When I come home, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
Got you.
So you know, it's like she said, it's not saying that he's not gonna value her opinion or nothing like that, or when she say something, it's obsolete. It was just saying like, you know, I want him to take control. Like, baby, it's gonna be okay. That, from what I got from it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I mean, and you said something kind of big right there. I
I
think when black women hear the word submit, I think in their mind, it's like you're not gonna listen to anything I got to say. If I have an opinion, it won't be heard, and that's not necessarily the case at all.
no, I agree.
See, what a leader does is they'll look at the situation. Let's say I say let's go right. You say my old lady say, hey, let's go left. It's my job as the leader to look at both. And I might say, hey, you know what? You're right. Let's go left. So we're
Exactly.
gonna go left.
Exactly. And I think the most powerful thing a female can do is like if she say go left, but she convinced you that it was your idea to go left. I think if a female learn how to do that, if a female
Right.
learn how to make you
She's mastered the art.
yeah, she's master. If she can make you feel like you made that decision, that's a boss chick there. That's a boss chick.
Right.
That
Yeah.
she know how to stroke your ego, and at the same time,
Exactly.
but in the actuality, she's leading the situation.
There you go.
I think that's a boss chick. That if a female know how to do that, because I agree, every decision I make ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't want a female. If every time I say jump, she jump. Every time I say do this, do. I want a
Yeah.
female to be like, look, bro, that don't make no sense. What you talking
That's a
about?
real submissive.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
I've actually dated a female like that, for bro. I actually dated a female like that, and it was just like,
Now,
literally, everything I said went, everything, and it turned me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, dang, you're not gonna challenge me
She
on
can't even challenge you mentally. You know what I'm saying?
challenge me on nothing. I think she was uh in love with the idea of being in love. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody,
Right.
but like she never challenged me on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, never even complained
I
about
think
nothing. Never even complained about nothing, bro. What female you know ain't gonna complain about something?
I mean, as good as she sound, I just feel like it's got to be something wrong with her, man. I don't know, dog.
No, I think with
I
that
think no
female,
man wants to be played.
I was too immature for a situation like that or whatever. I think she was too naive with the situation. But I think that female there would make somebody really happy. I have nothing negative to say about that female. Nothing. Yes, I think she was naive at her age, and I was immature at my age or whatever. Because I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. It sound almost too good to be true, bro.
yeah, it was, it was. Like, like I
No,
said, it's like, God dang, I never said it to her, but to me, I was like, God damn, Charlotte, challenge me on something.
I
I
don't think no
mean,
man wants to be with a woman that's going to like. I don't think no man wants to be with a woman that's going to fully submit to him. I think every dude wants a challenge. Like you said, every dude wants a challenge. He
No, I
wants
don't want to
somebody. He
challenge. No, I
wants
don't want to challenge, bro. That sounds like a
I mean,
project.
not
I
a
don't want to
challenge, but you
challenge.
know
hell
how women
no, dog.
I don't want to challenge. Challenge, man. We sitting up here like we up here playing checkers against each other. We trying to outsmart each other.
Yeah, man. Like that sound like she gonna be nagging me all the goddamn time.
You want a partner. You want a partner.
That's perfect. You want a partner, a teammate.
but
You don't want.
sometimes
You don't want to
challenge in a
challenge,
way you think it, not necessarily. Like you said, sometimes challenge it's
bro.
not necessarily saying
Whatever
like
female
I
you
can't
deal
this.
with, I hope she don't give you this challenge you thinking, bro. Because then now it's like it becomes a battle of control. It should
Right.
be a battle of control. It should never. You should never be battling or challenging your mate. That's not good, bro. That's not good. That's gonna cause a lot of conversation. I ain't gonna say arguments, but a lot of conversations.
Nigga, arguments, bro. That's what it's gonna be, bro.
No,
Conversations like how we talking right now.
if she challenge,
Women, most women, not all, most women don't know how to have a conversation.
that's
They know how to yell and scream now,
that is true. That is true.
but they don't know how to have no conversation.
I ain't gonna say yell and scream. They know how to nag,
Yes.
cry, conversation or whatever. Now you feeling guilty and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah, they are masters of emotional manipulation.
Right.
Well,
I agree
I
with
was
that.
thinking use that word, but I was just saying in a way of just like just basically not just saying yes to everything I say. I mean, there's sometimes I do want you because sometimes, and that's what I'm saying. Challenge not in the sense of negatively challenge you. There's also a positive challenge where it's not necessarily I'm trying to fight you for control. Maybe I'm trying to get you to understand something a little bit differently. You know,
You want a
because
female to
sometimes you
pull
might
your
get to
coattail. You want a female to pull your coattail. But then I also think like any female out there listening, I also think that it's like it's your approach with it too, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like if you come to me and you make what I just said sound stupid and you aggressive, oh, you got everything you want now, Shawty. You got everything.
Yeah, yeah.
The female know me. You got everything you want, Shawty. Boy, we got a problem here, and we boy, you better get the fuck out my face. Yeah, so I
Oh
think
man.
but once again, I think that comes with age and time and learning how to deal with your mate or whatever. Cause like I say, I guarantee you, bro, if you get in a relationship, you're gonna learn if it's gonna be successful. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be successful, if it's gonna be what you think it's gonna be, it's gonna be times when you're gonna, you know what, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna let her have it, and not saying let her have it just to end an argument. She's actually right. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're
Yeah.
right, Shouty.
Right. Yeah. It ain't even nothing worth fighting for. It's just like
Exactly. Like what she's saying
shit.
is logical. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know what you was talking about was stupid. I don't think she should make you know that you was talking about, but you know what I'm saying? You know, like, hold
Yeah.
on, that's not gonna work. You know what, Shouty, that is the route to go. But that's why I think submission is equality or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But once again, the Bible was wrote by a bunch of dudes or whatever. So every story in there is from a male's perspective. There is no book in there of there is no female book in the Bible. So I understand why females nowadays, with them being independent and they can do for themselves, I don't need a man and stuff like this. I can see why they have issues with it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's all about how it's presented, and with growth in life, you know how to assert that without being aggressive or feminist and stuff like that. Because a boss chick, in my opinion, she don't have to sit up here and push a female narrative to get her point across. But you got these feminists out here, and I think everybody that I spoke on that was on these shows were feminists. I think all of them were black
How you
feminists
figure that?
because, like, I don't like London Love. I just I don't like her. So anything about any next thing I say negative about a female, London Love's fit in that category. But I can say with like Biblical Fox is a feminist. But Lisa Ray said she had that took out her marriage. I'm like, yo, did you? What was y'all conversation about that? So you had them take it out, but he might have wanted that in there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Selena Johnson was because the other female because she agreed with Selena Johnson or whatever. So I think Selena Johnson just broke it down to what we're saying or whatever. Like I think in that conversation she was thinking like a man, not in her totality, but in that conversation there, she saw it from a male's perspective. But um, I just feel that with once again with growth, you know how to assert these certain things or whatever. But like you said, in the black community, the word submission with a black female, I do feel like it's a negative. I do. I don't feel like the act is a negative. I think like the word is a negative. Like you said, you brought it up to your wife or whatever. Like she cringed, submit, but everything about
Yeah.
Charlotte is submissive, man. Everything.
Right.
You know, I know her. Like, come on,
Yeah.
Charlotte, you do this. What it is.
Yeah. Like you said, it's the word, man.
But I also think this here, and I could be wrong. Most females that put forth that full effort of what a man considers is submissive had a male figure or father figure in their life, and they seen their
I
mother.
can dig that.
They seen their mother doing it to this man here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
most. I'm not saying all, not all, but most females that put forth those efforts like that, they had a father in their life.
Yeah.
I would say that it kind of depends on unless it was a good
That,
way of a
but
submissive
but
relationship.
listen, that I didn't say
But there's
all.
some
I didn't.
bad
But
ones
listen, I
where
didn't.
girls be like, "No, I ain't gonna be like my mama. She would do everything my daddy
That
said."
is true. That means she feels like she look at us as her mother as a slave to her that father figure.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying like what a man considers as submissive, well not what a female considers submissive, but what a man considers as submissive. Most cases that female had a father or a male figure in her life. I'm not saying all, but most, and their mother was quote unquote submissive to their father or that male figure or something like it's some limelight that a man played a role in it,
Yeah.
and a man would if and a man that know how to respect that situation and be uh a partner with that female in most cases, not all, they seen that duality manifest itself. You know what I'm saying? In some form, maybe not with their parents or a relationship or whatever. Like uh my idea thing was Trey, you know, is with Auntie D and Uncle Willie. That is
Exact.
that
Yeah.
everything we're saying, bro, with the man being the provider and the woman taking care of the household. I saw that 100% with my auntie and uncle. And like
Yeah.
it's crazy because like my parents split up or whatever. So at a young age. But the way I look at how a relationship supposed to be, I look at it through my Uncle Willie. Like I try to mimic. what he did. I
Yeah.
but I know times have changed and stuff like that. But like what a man's supposed to do in a household, that was the male figure I saw doing it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and that right there, it always caused confusion. Every relationship I ever been in because times have changed. But I'm like, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
That's what I saw coming up. So
I
I don't.
mean, so like I said earlier, the difference between then and now, because Uncle Willie 80, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I'm 30, y'all in y'all 30s. The difference is that money, man.
money.
Auntie D didn't have the money to really be like, hey man, fuck this, I ain't cooking.
Yeah,
Just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem now. It's like a female be like, well, nah, fuck that, I'm not doing that
right.
because I have money. I mean, that makes them bad relationship partners. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But
If a female say, "Fuck you, I got money, I don't need," yeah, I agree. I agree. Or
I
they ain't
mean,
got to say with their words, their actions, their actions.
there you go. I say no, they'll never say that with their
Yeah,
words, but that's how they act. You know
true.
what I'm saying? So that's the problem in relation and a lot of relationships that I've seen. You know,
In this era, because once again, though, they have built the female, and I'm not mad at females for standing on their own 2 feet and stuff like that. Because if you have a daughter, you want that. You don't want her to depend on no man, but you don't want to deal with no woman that can't depend on no man. That is goofy. It's
yeah.
run or whatever.
You know, having two daughters, it is kind of a conflict of interest a little
Yeah,
bit. You know,
right. So like,
because I mean, I raise my daughters right now. Just as kids, hey, be a leader, not a follower.
right,
But I guess when they become married again, relationship, how are they supposed to react if they dad have been teaching them their whole life to be a leader, not a follower?
right. But once
You
again,
know,
I think it's through the actions that with your wife and you know what I'm saying? I think they would understand what it means. And but when they get older, it's gonna women are already taking the forefront of everything anyway. So when they get older, they are gonna be the forefront. So I think that goes into what you was trying to the subject you was trying to talk about, minister. What was your name today, bro? What's your name today?
You can just, you can just go, man.
Okay, you know you changed your name, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got you should have your own dictionary of names, whatever. But but as time, I think women are gonna be the forefront, and the men are gonna be. You see it happening now. More women are being more successful at things than men are, and just look at
That's
what's
all
going
I'm saying.
on. But I do feel like men should take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, whatever it takes, you step it up, whatever it takes. And I think most women respect that though. They see that you're trying to do it or whatever. We most dudes right now getting caught up in what these records say in our community or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They getting caught up in what uh the ideal of success is, and that's materialistic stuff. Females are supposed to be materialistic, not no man. No man should be materialistic, but that's what's going on. The men are turning to the woman, and the woman are turning to the man.
man.
Lately,
I think the media is doing that, man. The media is trying to
pushing that narrative.
make this society okay with gay shit, man.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't talking about the gay.
This
I was just talking about the road chain. But I mean, hey, that ties into it though. They
and shit, that shit leads into the motherfuckers being gay. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, I guess that's another topic for another day. But you know,
I I see it as more so. I don't. It seems like a big an American issue because you got the white feminists who have the issue with their counterparts, the males. But if you think about it, look through history, w- they always had an issue. You know what I mean? So I think it's bleeding into the black woman. They got hurt. You know what I'm saying? They got her to kind of
I was just
join
about
along with them and say,
I was just about to say that
man ain't shit. But honestly,
white women brought their relationship issues to black women, and they got black women to co-sign to it. And I think that is a major problem in our in the black community for us black healthy relationships or whatever. Black women have bought into the narrative that their problems is the same as a white woman's problem.
yeah, and that's
nigga,
what I'm
what
saying.
what problems do white women have? Like, y'all gotta update me. I
I
don't.
know. I don't know, bro. I never dealt with a white female. I couldn't tell you two things about it, but
I think is I mean I'm not white, but I think it's the lack of.
I never dealt with a white woman.
I don't think white
I
men
said I
respect
never
their
dealt with
women
a
like.
never dealt with a white
I
woman.
don't think white.
That's not what I said.
I don't think it.
I said I never dealt with a white woman.
He ain't trying to go down that road, Teach.
I just said I never dealt with a white woman.
Okay. Um,
Go ahead, bro. I was gonna see if you can co-sign that, but go ahead,
He can't. He can't.
oh, I never dealt with a white woman either. Um,
bro.
yo, I listen.
Bro, they
They
go to
listen.
YouTube,
I
bro.
don't listen.
Our old episodes on YouTube now.
Listen.
No,
I
that,
don't. I don't live in the past.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
I don't live in the past.
okay.
What happened?
Now since
So
you've
that
been
that
a
that,
born
that
again
I don't
minister,
know what you're talking about,
now
bro.
since you become a
You say you
born
don't
again
remember
minister,
everything you did every day.
go ahead though,
I'm
bro.
just saying.
Go ahead, bro. You good? You good?
I don't think it's always been an issue. Matter of fact, you know how it reminds me of this. It reminds me of the scene from what's that movie called? 12 Years a Slave, right? It was a
Yeah.
scene where man, I don't know the white dude. Uh, he had seen with his wife, and she got mad about something because she felt like I guess he was giving more time and attention to his
To the black slave. Yeah, yeah.
slave. But so she was mad, and he said, and it's crazy because it's such a movie. He said basically, he said, I would get rid of you before I get rid of her. And that shit made her so mad, and she couldn't do nothing to that man. Instead of getting mad at him and saying "fuck you," I'm out. She went in there and she took her anger out on Lupita, and she ended up cutting her face in the movie.
I
And
saw the
and
movie.
I
I don't even
honestly feel
remember it.
like,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's the representation of the white male, the white male and female relationship. You know, they gotta think about it. She didn't have a right to vote at first. There's a lot of things she couldn't even do. The white man kept her fully clothed, all that. So it's always been an issue. I think when it comes to African American males and females, we never really had that issue. It's just African American males were never allowed to be. We were allowed to be men, but we had a hard time being men in society, especially in America. So instead of black women looking at that, like our men didn't go through the same things that white men went through. So when was there ever a position where we had power anyway to stop you? The shit that you couldn't do, we couldn't do either. I mean, shit, they gonna rape you, but then they gonna hang and kill us. It wasn't like it was, oh, they was looking out for you. And right now, they're looking out for you because they know what they're doing. They stopping the family unit. They stopping you from. They want you so mad at your men that you won't even procreate with them.
I
You
think,
rather go with somebody else to do it.
but that goes deeper into the whole respect part right there though, because like the black woman couldn't depend on the black man to defend her.
But
She
see
had
that that I think that's
let me finish, my brother. She couldn't depend on the black man to defend her, so she had to play up under this white man to defend herself. You get what I'm saying? So now the white man, I'm using that term, the white man has made it where you don't need this black. I think it's a whole divide and conquer thing where you don't need that black man, shout. Like if you look at the whole time when welfare and
Yeah.
push, you couldn't have a
You
man
said
around.
something big right there.
Have a man around. You know what I'm saying? So now it's okay. You don't have to depend on the state no more. You can get out here and get it yourself, shot. You don't need a man. And then you got Miss Neo, Miss Independent, and you know what I'm saying? Beyonce Independent. And, you know what I'm saying? Like the narrative is being pushed where you don't need a man, and they really don't need a man, but you need a man. If that makes
but
sense,
see that the
you don't
thing
need a
is
man,
Yeah.
but you need a man. Same thing.
Yeah. 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 I'm with you.
I
No, I
don't
need a
know if
woman.
that's
You need a
how
woman.
I
Fuck.
know. I don't think that's. I don't know if that's how women in those times even looked at it like that. I think it's more so us because
I
hold
don't
on,
think
hold on,
they
hold
did.
on.
I think it was
Let me
subconsciously they did it. Subconsciously they did. It was a survival tactic.
okay, hold on, because I want to lose my thought.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I
Yeah, I
apologize.
done lost the damn thought. Uh, yeah, I don't think. I think they understood through no, because they saw what was going on. I think the black woman saw what was happening to her man. I mean, it was some messed up stuff because I'm pretty sure, and she knew what she was dealing with. Times is different now, so these women ain't going through that stuff. So back when the others, like when the women went through what they went through, is because they had to work off each other because the man was working and the woman didn't. Now things are different, and so the woman they're trying to push that, oh, we equal. I mean, I could do the same. Yes, you can do the same thing I can do, but when it comes to the household, when it
No, you
comes
can't do
to
what I do.
that shit,
You
had
can't do
nothing.
what I do. I
Huh?
can't. They can't do what I do, and we can't do what they do. I
I mean,
refuse to
there's
do
some
it.
Facts.
jobs. There's a lot of jobs that a woman can
If
do
you
that a
talking about
man can do.
financially, yeah, but you're not a man. I'm not a woman. I'm not
But
gonna.
I'm talking about as far as
I
see,
don't
that's what I'm
tap
saying.
that
I'm
line.
talking about as far as jobs and opportunities.
Okay,
I'm talking
okay,
about as far as
okay.
intangible stuff that I could do that she can't do. I mean, she could play basketball. I mean, she could do anything that man could do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's man, one
A
man.
woman can't
Everything
impregnate another
I
woman,
got
so
to
you
say.
can't do what I do, and I can't get pregnant.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's where you getting down to. Of course, we know that. I'm talking about as far as they're not worried about procreate. They worried about the job and stuff
Like
and money.
that, but that what
They're not
Trey
thinking
said though.
about that.
Trey
They
said money. He said money. Money is the root to all this. Money,
Yes.
money is status. Its status is better condition.
Money creates the status.
money creates status, and it creates better conditions. So it's money. Let's just break.
Money is it all come down to money, man.
I think it.
What's your status if you're broke?
I mean, it's not. It's no survival.
Broke. That's it.
Money.
Huh?
You said what?
No, 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 no. I didn't hear your question or what your statement you just made.
No, I said it's more so like a survival like tactic more so
But
than money. Is like
I just
if
said
you don't.
that's what it was then. There's it's still survival now, but they made it where you don't need a man to survive. You don't need the system to survive. You don't need a white man to survive. All you need is you and your homegirls. That's it.
He said some big there, boy. Them homegirls,
That's
boy.
it.
But see, that's probably the American problem though, because I'm pretty sure other areas. I don't know. But you gotta think about America will twist and have you thinking all types of stuff. And I think America personally has, well, I don't say America, the powers that be has a personal agenda against the African American community anyway.
But that
Anyway, destroyed the family. It was drugs. It was race. It was still racism. It's poverty. Is okay. Now we're gonna have gender wars. You know, it's it's so many different things that's going to that they're putting out there that anytime black folks, anytime African Americans try to get together, they come up with some new issue to split us.
but that ties into the whole thing when I was saying culturally because it was an Asian female saying she was going to submit to her American Asian female saying she was going to submit to her man, and all the black women had an issue with it.
But see, they know what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. You got they rewrite that stuff already. They know the kind of reaction they're going to get. That's the purpose of putting it. The media does. It's crazy because you can really see it now when you pay watch TV. Whatever narrative, whatever certain thing storyline they're trying to push, they're going to push, it. And it's like so obvious. You know what I mean? But the fact that she said that, and then it her notice that she with a African American man, Jeezy,
And
and
that's
the
what,
first one got something to say
and that
is
would
a man, a woman with a white man.
facts. Hey, that's hey boy, you hit something there. Boy, you hit something there. But that's what a lot of people wanted. The guy said that where I was introduced to this subject from. He was saying that it's just because she submitted to a black man that's the problem. It ain't the fact that she submitted to a man; it's
Mm-hmm.
the fact she submitted to a black man. But see, we tied it into our community because that's all we can relate to. I'm not with a white woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm with a white woman, whatever the ideal of submission is, Shawty, you gonna do it. You gonna do it. I'm just if I'm gonna be with a white woman, Shawty, hey, I'm gonna walk on your back.
Conversation.
I'm
I
gonna walk on your
mean,
back.
like I said, look at what they having this conversation with it. It's not a conversation
I
amongst
think
black
white women
women.
do
I
have
always
these
have a problem.
conversations though. I think white women do have these conversations for with submission because like they you gotta think about black women ain't the only feminists out there. They have sections of feminist female with blacks and white women and they saying the same thing. So I don't think that it's just a black issue, but by us being melanated people and dealing with well, dealing with melanated females and in tune with melanated, you know what I'm saying, entertainment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that we see. But I'm not in tune with Caucasian issues or whatever. I don't know what their issues is for us in their relationship, the dynamics of that. Because I never dealt with a white female. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in tune with that narrative there. So
You look at history.
all I've ever dealt with was black females. So that's how I can say I can speak on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. I don't know. Is anybody not found married to a white female or dealt with a white female that's been around?
Not that I know of. Nah.
I'm not in tune with how that works or whatever. I know I have associates I've been around or whatever that have white females, but I'm not. It's not an intimate conversation about how they deal with their relationship or whatever. All I see is us with us, or all I'm in tune with is us with us.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be in a relationship with them. Is just you can look at history. I mean, you can look at the way you can look at history of how the woman suffrage movement, the women's right movement. All they had all the white and all the women's movement were mostly white movements. I mean, they had all the white movements. Something going on in y'all relationship where you're having all these problems because the African American movement was just a civil rights movement. It was just us. It wasn't no male female version. It was just one. It was one unit, you know. And white women were oppressed. They were oppressed too by the white man. This country was built for a white man.
Hey, okay. So with that being said, though,
Nobody else.
do you think women have to do with this feminist movement? Or do you think they have any key points and with anything that you've heard that they said, like, so you think it's all bullshit? You go first, Trey.
I mean, I think they. Oh,
Yeah, you go.
Oh, I mean,
Do they have any points? Is what I'm saying. That
do they
anything
have any points?
that you listen to, because sometimes, I tune out a lot of stuff, but anything that you heard or you might feel that they're thinking that that has a point to you.
So I guess back to the money. I heard them say, women don't get paid the same amount of money for doing the same exact job. I think that depending on what that job is, of course. Like, cause I'll give you an example. I seen something on, so it was floating around so on Facebook today or whatever. It was comparing Sue Bird to LeBron James. I don't know if y'all seen that,
I
but
did.
hey,
I commented on it, and I told him, hey, it's not the same. The NBA and WNBA, yes, there's basketball, it's the same sport, but it's not the same at all. Like, how many times have you gone to the mall and seen a Sue Bird jersey versus how many times you go to the mall and see LeBron's, right? So
I've never even seen a WNBA jersey. Period. In the
that's
mall.
what I'm trying to say. So you can't say that Sue Bird should be getting paid the same amount as LeBron. But now take that same scenario, man and woman working.
Wait, let's bring that back. They said that she should be getting making what LeBron making.
Didn't necessarily what he's making, but be so close to it.
They brought it. Okay, okay. Go ahead. Don't
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Now let's take the same situation and say both of them are plumbers, right? Now two plumbers should get paid the same, in my opinion.
I agree.
Now in that aspect, yes, it's the same. If you got a human resource specialist, they work in the HR department,
I
they
agree.
should be getting paid the same, but not this whole WNBA, NBA, or you know things like that because it ain't the same money.
Okay. What about two actors?
man, hold on.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me say something. Because I actually, it's funny because I didn't know how to bring that into this conversation. But I seen the same thing on Twitter, and they had did the math. I mean, because they're not bringing in the same type of money. That's why she doesn't get paid what LeBron pays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They did it's like 0.3, and him like 0.004% of the like they it's hard. But my thing was this: why do women get mad at men for not attending the WNBA? You should be getting upset at these women for not showing up and supporting. Women don't
That's
support
facts.
their shit,
So
bro. You should support anything.
the problem with that most guys like sports. I think we can all agree on that. Most guys do like sports. Most women
Somebody was
probably don't.
Georgia Tech
The
getting
ones that do like it, hell, they on the court.
one person hit me up about Georgia Tech getting beat yesterday. I really didn't need that negativity
Yo,
in my
I ain't want to
life.
bring that up,
Man, this nigga ain't
but
never talked sports before
that
like this,
alleged
but he
rape.
texting me, man, like, nigga, leave me alone, bro. I'm watching. Leave me the fuck alone. But go ahead. My bad, Trey.
Hey,
Go ahead. This nigga was irritating me. But go ahead.
No, I mean, but that's
oh,
what it is, man. I
oh,
mean,
talk to them.
more guys watch it. Like you said, for the WNBA, they should be going towards women. Like, hey, support us. But the problem with that, like I said, like my wife, she don't watch sports.
Well, pause. You know, they talking about how all the ratings been down with the sports and stuff. Women's ratings has actually been up for its viewership or whatever.
Ain't probably because ain't shit else to watch. No offense to women, but I'm just saying. But no, I mean seriously though. I don't think it'll be a long time, and I gave my opinion on what they can do to make some money. Unfortunately, they gotta show some ass or something. I mean, they gotta wear some volleyball shorts or something like that, and put their number and name on the back of that, and then sell it in the stores to other women. I think they'll make money off that, man. Straight up.
I
Let's be
think. I,
realistic.
go ahead.
I always want to say, I just don't think realistically they're not going to until women. stars to support the WNBA, just not they're going to be as successful as NBA. I feel like you're a fan
Yeah,
of basketball, you're a fan of basketball, and I've heard people who really play basketball that women's play a little bit more closer, like they play a different way, but they actually play more fundamental.
That's
You
true.
know,
That's true.
so
yeah. But don't nobody like that because you want to know who play fundamentals? Middle school and high school kids. They play fundamentals. Motherfuckers want to see alley oop dunks.
gas
Want
game.
to see people put the ball between their legs. You know, they want to see
Yeah,
people
they
pull
coach
up
the
from
game.
down them half court and shoot a jumper.
Yeah,
That's what they want to
that's
see.
true.
We can say this here
That's
though.
true.
If you look at women's sports to men's sports, where it's the same sport, every men's sport has a head start. Basketball is going on. What? How many years back? The NBA been around. The ABA, well, you know what I'm saying? Without it got a head start
Yeah,
on women's basketball, and every time a woman, this
that's
is as
true.
long as a women's league ever lasted. You got female football leagues now, whatever. Like
But
they're
they lingerie though. You see what I'm saying?
no, you got actually. I ain't talking about the lingerie. I'm talking about like football leagues or whatever.
See, I ain't never heard of that, but I know the lingerie
I
league
know,
though.
but you got to think. Okay, even with that though, you know what I'm saying? I think that gets airplay or whatever. Like it's on TV. I think during the Super Bowl or something like that or whatever. So
Yeah,
still, even with that though, that is something that's new. How long
that's
NFL
true.
been around 70 some years or whatever. Okay.
Right.
You look at tennis, men got the jump start on it, then they brought the female. But if you look at tennis though, Serena is just as big as a male star because female tennis has been around for a long time. Even though the man tennis,
Why is Serena so big?
she
Like, why
dominates.
she so famous?
To man is her ass, but I'm
Thank you. I'm finna say it ain't just because she
but
dominant. She dominant. She
she
thicker than the
dominates though.
motherfucker.
She dominates though. She wins. She's not even.
Yes, she does win.
It ain't the fact that
But
she thick because
tennis,
I can't deal with her face, but it ain't the fact that she thick.
Fuck that face, bro.
She
See,
but the
wins
you,
thing about tennis,
she can turn around. Fuck all
tennis,
that.
I think men and females watch tennis, and there's like women's tennis doesn't have that same. I think
But no,
it doesn't have that same
no,
look
what
as
I'm saying though,
WNBA.
no, what I'm saying, my thing is like female. Even though men tennis started first, female tennis wasn't far behind. Like female tennis has been
I think
around
it's more, it might be more
forever.
popular.
It might. No, I don't think it's more popular.
Yeah. I mean, it's real popular though. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
remember
It's
watching
very,
tennis with my dad growing up.
it's
Serena's the
very,
biggest name in tennis.
it's very, very popular. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I said though, it's been around. Like the female basketball has been around. What the WNBA has been around like 20 some years or whatever.
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know.
20 some years or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to think about the lingerie football, maybe what 10 or 15 years or whatever. So and all these other sports got like 70, 50 years head start on them or
Yeah,
whatever. So
yeah,
like I
yeah.
just brought up how women are taking the forefront or whatever. So that means that women are going to be the CEOs, the ones pushing these shows and all this type of stuff here, whatever. So that's when you're going to start seeing it more and more and more. It's just it's an evolution or whatever, bro. I'm not saying it's ever gonna be equal to. It's not in my lifetime. It's never gonna be equal. But who's to say 100 years from now if everything is still here, where to be at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I feel you. You know, but they got to do some advertising and marketing. I think I personally think they need to lower the rim so them girls can dunk. Like, put it down like a foot so they can dunk and throw alley oops. I mean, it's fair to me.
No,
Look, think about it. You got a bunch of 7 footers, motherfucking LeBron 6'8". They gonna play on the same goal as somebody a point guard in the NBA. What I mean, WNBA 5'3"?
yeah, I don't want no.
Lower the goal so they can dunk, man.
I don't want no cute female dunking, bro. I'm sorry, just I'm like you a dude.
Bruh. No, bruh, but you can't tell me you won't watch that shit.
Brittany Griner dunks.
This motherfucker, dog, her boy's deeper than both hours, man.
So if a female dunking, that's how I'm gonna look at him. Like, come on, Shawty, lay that thing up, lay it up.
Dog, so you couldn't tell me if they had a WNBA dunk contest, you wouldn't watch that shit.
No,
I'll watch the fuck out of it, dog.
I don't, I
I'm
don't,
not watching.
I don't want no chick, no mohawk dunking, bro. It's not gonna do it for me, bro.
But they got a lot of nice looking chicks in there too, though.
They do, man. He was bringing up Brittany Griner, the one that whooped my
I'm
ass
showing
and
you
shit.
females dunks, and I'm showing you that's a female that dunk.
And bro, real talk shit, she'll be
I don't
beat shit
know.
all three of us.
The WNBA is straight, man. I'll
She'll
watch
dunk
it
on me, but she
if
won't
it
beat me
comes
up.
on.
Shit, that motherfucker 6'8" with long arms, dog. You
Hey,
ain't fucking with that, dog.
when I pick up by them legs and dump on her neck, she ain't gonna know.
How you gonna get to her legs, bro? She got them.
I'm
Hey,
low.
hey, hey, hey,
She She got
What was dude name from Street Fighter with them long ass on?
just because she can play ball don't mean she can fight, bro.
Um,
Uganda, whatever name. She got
I
them. Well, you ain't getting up under there.
I hit her with a chair. I hit her with a chair.
You gonna have to do something because yeah, 6'8", man. All right,
Yeah.
she too
I,
long, dog.
I hit her with a chair. I bust her side the head with a bottle. I hit her with a bottle.
Oh man.
Nah. But this been cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's wrap this up, man. The Braves about to play, bro.
Yeah, 8:15.
Yeah.
Better do something. But any final thoughts on the conversation?
Yeah. My final thought is I know what's on women being submissive. I think the black woman they won't be submissive as time go on because of money. They make too much money to feel like they have to be submissive. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna lead to bad relationships, but that's my opinion.
Okay, quick question on that real quick. So only broke women could be submissive come in the future.
Only broke women can be
Or
submissive and have a successful relationship.
financially stable,
Dependent.
dependent as a man, where they can't.
Yes.
And when I'm saying that, like they can't stand on their own 2 feet. They need that man to help them stand up. And maybe, but you get what I'm saying though. Like she making
I,
money.
you,
She
you
making.
right on you hitting everything perfectly. Yes, that's correct.
Go ahead, minister.
um, I think submit maybe is definitely a word that we definitely could change. I definitely put out there.
Hey
I
man,
I'm about
you
this a better other.
you what
What?
you be caping for these females, bro? Look, next time we have something about females, bro, because you tried to go against the whole time, but your final statement is there. You go, bro. Captain, save them. The whole show,
Exactly.
man. Trey understood it, but now your final statement is we need to change the word. Go ahead, bro. That was Lisa Ray said. Go ahead.
He's single, bro. He trying to catch one, man.
Hey, hey, bro, she's nice. Anyways, yo, man, listen, I think we have, but I really got that from YouTube. I don't know why you talking about. Um,
Just check out our
I
old
think maybe
episodes.
it needs to. We need a better. I mean, because something we like going off the Bible, outdated stuff. Times is different. You know what I'm saying? I think they definitely need to do a better understanding of the word. But I just don't think a lot of females really have this problem. I think this shit they just put this on TV. Because there's a lot of females that's out here that seem like they. I mean, y'all two seem like y'all in a pretty good relationship with your wife is. I mean, somewhat submissive. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you, she respects that y'all the man. So yeah, I don't think it's really that issue. I think it's stuff that yes, that because of Twitter, social media, or TV, you can put that out there. Oh man, and blah blah blah. But I don't think that's even really true.
Um, Let me comment on that real quick. I do feel like it's an issue. Go to a female, ask any black female, are they submissive? And you gonna see
Well,
it just ain't on TV, bro.
Hey, real talk. We need
I'm
to
just
just get
simply
together and have
asking
a
how,
social
what ways
experiment.
are you submissive, and what ways,
Go ahead,
huh?
Trey. Say it again.
I said we need to all three get together, real talk, and have a social experiment and record this shit. Let's just go up to random strangers in the mall and we'll just have a conversation about it. Hey, would you consider yourself to be submissive? We need to add some black ones, add some white ones, and see what's what.
Woo, woo.
Straight up, and I think that's something we can do. We ain't trying to holler at them or nothing like that.
No,
We just doing interviews. That's it.
I'm with that. I'm with that. What about you, Minister? Wait. What you think the response gonna be? Since you said just the media pushing it, because for the
I
media,
think a lot of women
but
gonna say they're
think about it.
submissive.
Because
I was just thinking in terms of
wait. For the media push it, they mean they want people to buy into this idea.
yeah.
So if females are buying into this, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let. We finna get up out of here. I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish your
I mean,
statement.
I
I'm gonna
think a
just
lot of, I think that sometimes this shit does influence you to be a certain way because you're constantly seeing, you're constantly there. Especially this is not. I mean, you're gonna have some females that's like but there are some females that just have submissive ways, or they're submissive in a form. Like it's just when they hear submit, then you automatically think of the worst thing. Oh, I got to be do this, that, and the other. No, no, that's not what we saying. We're not saying be no slave. I mean, but I think actually a lot of women would say they submissive. But that's just
Let's find out, man.
I'm with it. Okay, I'm gonna give my final statement, and then I'm gonna chime into what you're saying. My thing is, I think through females' actions, they are submissive. Well, some female. I think the word is a turn off to these females that are submissive. This the word itself. And I think maybe man, uh, the media has took that word and made it a negative towards these females. These feminist females have made that a negative towards these females or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the idea of it, I don't think the idea is a negative. The idea of being submissive. But for in order for whatever your interpretation of submissive is, because we all got different interpretations. If we was to really sit down and write down what we think submissive is, in order for that female to be that form of submissive to you, you have to be the counter of that to make her submissive. Money, stability, protection, order. And when I say order, not like you order her around, but like you know what I'm saying, you have order in your life.
You have structure.
Yeah, leadership skill. Like you have to have all these things to make this woman want to submit to you.
There you go.
And I'll say this here on what Trey saying. I know, and we're gonna do this too. Like we can set up a time when it fit everybody's schedule. It'll probably be on the weekend or something like that. I can make it happen with the shop. But I guarantee you this here. When you asking these females, they gonna say no. First, they're gonna tell us to explain what they talking about or whatever. If
Yep.
we explain it to them, some of them, 95% gonna say no because they are buying into this narrative of what we consider or what they've been told submissive is or whatever.
Right. And they're hearing the word submissive. Now, if we just say it went down on the list of things that are submissive, do you do this? Do you do that? Do you do that? They'll say, yep, 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 but I ain't submissive.
Right.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
then we need to
You know what I'm saying?
also need to go up to a man and say, "Do you want to?" Because the opposite of submit is to dominate. Go up to a man and say, "Do you want to dominate a female?" Because I think that's when the word female here submissive, they think I'm being dominated. So I think that I know these females are gonna say no. I know they're gonna say no. But then, like he said, if you start going down, females that actually been in relationships or are in a relationship or married or whatever the case may be, have experienced in it. Most of them, when you start breaking it down, do you do this or do that or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote, what society says submissive is. Most of them they gonna say, yeah, I do that, but I don't do it because he tell me to do it. I do it because I want to do it. Just that right there.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I do it because I want to do
You're submissive.
it. But I do feel like it's a give and take because I know me personally, I'm submissive in certain categories and in certain things I dominate in or whatever. But if I'm dominating this role, that means she's submissive in this role. If I'm submissive in a role, that means she dominates that role. Any female I've ever dealt with is always the way it's been or whatever.
I agree.
Whether that relationship worked or not, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And you learn your weakness, well, you try to learn your weaknesses or whatever, but you want to deal with a partner that observes and identifies your weakness or whatever, and they make that their strength. And that's what you should do with that female. Observe and identify her weaknesses and make that your strength, or strive to make that your strength. We
Right.
me talking or whatever. It's been cool. This was a unique episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Final shout out. Final shout outs. You
Uh, I
Nah,
I want to I want to shout out to all the women across America.
what about the
Trey
world?
loves you.
What about the world?
Let's start with America, man. We got an election coming up next month. I encourage everybody to go vote. Your choice. I ain't gonna tell you who to vote for, but you know.
My ballot Thursday.
Okay, cool, cool. I'm doing mine tomorrow. I'm actually going to early vote tomorrow, man. So
Okay.
peace and love.
Go ahead, Minister. Anything you want to shout out? To all the white women
uh,
out there, he love y'all, and
that's
he don't,
true.
he don't
That's
mind
true.
being with you, but you can't be seen in public with him. But he gonna love you to death.
I was in Dallas, so you actually can't see the public of me out here.
You
It's,
don't want to
it's
be seen.
cool,
I didn't say you
actually.
can't. You don't want to be seen with him. You don't want a white man. You don't look. You
But
don't want
that
you
means actually,
listen.
yeah, I'm saying, listen, I have no problem with it. You
You
can come
don't
out with me.
you don't want the black attendant at Walmart to see you with this white female.
Hey, listen. She probably, no, it ain't that many black people. It is, but it's like, it's different out
All right, but go ahead with your shout out though, bro. Go ahead.
here. Yeah. I want to shout out to all African Americans out there. Y'all voting. Hopefully, y'all get what y'all voting for. Not. Um, One day we're gonna stop wasting our time. and we're gonna actually put our own shit together. But I want to shout out to everybody.
Okay. Three things real quick. I want you to elaborate on what you're saying.
No, bro, don't got time to
I
elaborate
said
today,
no,
bro.
no. I
I gotta
said
go.
next week. I'm saying next week.
All right, cool, 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 cool,
Yeah,
cool,
next week.
perfect.
I
All right.
want you to elaborate what you say. Yeah, guys, calm down, Trey. I want you.
I gotta watch this game, bro.
I
I'm
want you to
hungry too.
elaborate on what you're saying next week. Second thing is, I want to tell you, I was wrong when you spoke on Tyreek and the butt breaking film,
What breaking?
buck breaking.
So,
Oh, Buck. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
it derived from slavery, and it's exactly what you thought it was at first. But I don't know what is. But you're right. He is doing a documentary on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see what's going on with that or whatever. You said you didn't want to see it, but he is doing it. Third thing, anybody out there listening, the female that chimed in, she texted me or whatever, but I would rather her put it on the Facebook page next time or whatever. But she made a point that we was able to push the conversation with or whatever. Uh, I think this was a cool subject or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Without having a special guest on here or whatever. I think this was a cool subject. What's going on with the times or whatever. It's been good. I appreciate y'all, brother. I don't know what you need to do, bro. I don't know if you need to go sit at the post office next time or what, man. But you come on, man. My phone on 2%. Now just playing, but it was cool, man. We out. I guess you know what I'm saying. Peace.
Peace.